Of course, the Olympic bronze medalist, did her country proud. As we see the women's singles draw, they're in the third quarter, or the top part of the bottom half, if I can say so. And the winner of this match will play either Kirsty Gilmore or Faruqi of India, with, of course, the number 4 seed Akane Yamaguchi potentially waiting in the quarterfinals. She won her match against Pai Yupo in fairly easy fashion, and it's through to the second round, Yamaguchi. And she is undoubtedly the favorite of her quarter. As we see there, Gregoria Mariska Tunjung, seeded number 5 at this tournament, following the Indian youngster, 22-year-old Malvika Bansod. There she is. But what a year Tunjung has had, what a season. She's undoubtedly become one of Indonesia's finest women's singles players, and will go down in history as one of the best that has emerged from Indonesia. You see there, just the one meeting between the two women, and they met each other back in 2022. It was a high-low open in the quarterfinals, and Tunjung won that 21-17, 21-10. But if you think about how far Tunjung has grown since that meeting, you'd make her the heavy favorite for this match. Malvika Bansod from Nagpur, India, is ranked 43rd in the world at the moment. Has reached as high as 23, and you've got to go back to January last year, where she was enjoying some of her best badminton. It's a win-loss record of 12-9 in 2024, won 57% of her matches. Gregoria Mariska Tunjung, on the other hand, is enjoying her career best ranking of world number 7 from Wonogiri in Indonesia, the 25-year-old. And well, she got to world number 7 back in July this year and has held on to that position. And of course, I'm sure looking to build on it. Has a win-loss record of 30 wins to 13 losses in 2024. 70% of matches won for the 25-year-old right-hander. Well, it's a right-hander versus left-hander match, which will be always interesting to see how Tunjung deals with that. In the first round, Tunjung has yet to lose a first-round match in 2024. She's 11-zip in first-round matches. Kind of is an example of how strong she has been these last 2 years on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Bansod has 4 wins to 6 losses in the first round in 2024, so it's a losing rate. Something that she will need to work on, and something that she will not have to think about in this match against Tunjung specifically. Tunjung's best performance at the China Open was in the year she made her debut here. That was back in 2018, where she got to the quarter-finals. Hasn't won a title on tour this year, Tunjung, nor has Bansod. On the World Tour, she was runner-up at the Spain Masters, lost to Carolina Marin. And that was her only final for the year. Malvika Bansod, on the other hand, also hasn't been successful on the HSBC BWF World Tour, still looking for her first title, in fact, on the tour. Well, it's going to be a big task for the young Indian to find a way past one of the most informed women's singles players on tour. A semi-final finish,
ladies and gentlemen,
at the
on my right, Malvika
US
Bansod,
Open. Malvika Bansod has won a title this year, but it's on the international challenger circuit, on the Azerbaijan International. Bansod.
Gregoria
As we see
Mariska
the
Tunjung to
officials
serve.
for the match. That
Love all.
is Chan Puyen of Singapore is
Play.
the umpire, and Shen Fen of China. Service judges. She is precise
One love.
with her shot making. Tunjung finds beautiful angles on the court. Stylish player. It's called
Service over.
out.
1-all. Pot. Service over. 2-1.
She was playing at the Hong Kong Open last week, Tunjung, which was her first tournament back since the Olympics, and lost in the second round in Hong Kong. Which was a bit of a surprise, but I guess you've got to dust yourself off as you make your way back on the HSBC BWF World Tour after what would have been a energy zapping experience in Paris. There's to Ratchanok Intanon in Hong Kong, Tunjung. Yeah, nicely played.
Service over. 2-3. All.
Looking for the net roll. Malvika Bansod is doing a really good job of anticipating her opponent at the moment.
4-3.
Matching Tunjung shot for shot. It was a long, demanding rally, but Bansod didn't blink. That time she gets her net roll.
Over. 4-all.
Spot on.
Service
Plays
over.
the body shot really well.
5-4.
Makes it tricky to defend. And Bansod has made a brave start here.
Six, 4.
Again, just
7,
looking for the net
4.
roll. Hasn't quite positioned herself well, Tunjung. Doesn't get the height she needs. 3-point advantage for Bansod. Bansod's
Service
last
over.
tournament was the
5,
Korea Open.
7.
Got to play the Korea Open and was knocked out, unfortunately, in the first round. Losing to Line
over.
Højmark Kjærsfeldt in
8,
3.
5.
So she's had a bit of a break since. It's been a couple of weeks.
9, 5.
Tunjung, on the other hand, is struggling with finding her shots at the moment. She catches the line.
Gregoria
Tunjung
Mariska
will
Tunjung challenges.
challenge.
Called in.
Was called in. She's just not looked 100% committed in this game, hesitating with her shots. You see her coach there, Coach Hurley, who's been by her side for quite some time. Yep, it did indeed catch the line. It's called
Challenge
in. So it was the
unsuccessful.
right
One
decision
challenge
by
remaining.
the line judge.
10, 5.
And Bansod now has a 5-point advantage.
Play.
She's won 5 of the last 6 points. Tunjung with some work to do. Is gifted a
Service
point.
over.
Service
6,
error.
10. Service over. 11,
Nice return.
6. Interval.
Keeps it close to the net. And it is indeed Malvika Bansod who has the lead here in this opening game. 11-6 at the mid-game break. Look at the return. It's nice. Length on the net roll. 7 minutes played. And it's the Indian who's ahead by 5.
Banyakin ke arah sini nanti rubah ke arah yang penting pada saat lagi dia ngadu jangan polos, ada nyolongnya, ada ini. Nggak usah tipis-tipis nggak, bikin enak dulu aja. Oke, ya kan?
Nanti ingat kalau habis rally seandainya rallynya
Court
panjang,
2, 20 seconds.
benerin saya buat tarik
Court
nafas
2,
dulu Kak, karena
Ya.
banyak
20 seconds.
下底出这个21个球赢了下底出的那个。
11, 6. Play.
Now the restart of this opening game, it's Malvika Bansod who has an advantage, 5-point advantage over the number 5 seed. It's kind of looked out of sorts, Tunjung. Hasn't really got going. That's much better.
4,
It's called fault to
12,
score.
6.
So see the... Oh, she went over the net. Yep, fault is called. But you saw a little bit more spring in her step there in that
12,
point.
6.
She's starting to
20,
control
6.
things. Bansod feels like she really has a chance here. And I think when you have a 6-7 point advantage over someone of Tunjung's quality, you've got to
Thank you.
make the most of it. You can see Bansod Trying to control these points more.
13-6.
She's got a bit of strapping around that left knee of hers, Tunjung.
14-6.
Not sure how much that is impeding her movement.
Service over.
Again, good
7,
injection of
14.
pace from Tunjung at the end there. You could hear the sort of crackle. Bansod enjoying that cushion that she's created. Putting the pressure back on Tunjung. Catches the line on that one. Again, just steps up the pace in these exchanges. Bansod has challenged the call. It's called in.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 9-14.
Plumb on the line.
Play.
So it's an unsuccessful challenge for Bansod. Both players have a challenge remaining. It's wide. And here comes a little window of opportunity for Tunjung. 4 points in a row since the restart.
Service over. 15-10.
Because of the sort of gap that Bansod had opened up in the middle stages of this game. 7 points. It's 13-6 up. You can imagine that even if Tunjung tries to find her way back,
Service over. 15,
Bansod would just have to
11-15.
make sure that the lead doesn't go away. It might get narrowed down, but doesn't go away. That would be what she has to ensure. Yep. Called out.
Service over.
Wry smile on
11.
Tunjung's face. She knew she made a mistake. And this game is starting to get away from her. I just don't think she's
17-11.
moving that well, or just feels a little bit lackluster at the moment from Tunjung. We've seen moments of where she can really turn it on, but I think overall it's not been
Service over.
the
12-17.
usual quality that we see and expect from Tunjung. Service error from Bansod. Goes for the high serve. This is the line.
Service
She has a
over.
look at the line judge, Tunjung,
18.
thinking that was going wide, but it's called in. So 6-point advantage once more. And you've got to give Bansod credit. She's stayed calm throughout.
Service over. 13-18.
Kept pace with her opponent when she's needed to. especially in the early stages of this game. That's nice. Very nice from Tunjung.
14-18.
That's what she can do. Again, just the injection of pace goes slightly steeper with that forehand as well. Wide. They're getting tricky for Bansod now.
18. Wipe the cup, please.
A little too close to comfort at 18-15. Physical and mental state.
Thank you, line judge. Thank you.
The Olympics take such a toll out of players that it takes them quite some time after to come back. Because you're not only talking about the Olympics, but all that you
18.
do working towards the Olympics. And so once it's over, many players just use that opportunity to completely
16.
step
18.
away. But then that makes coming back equally hard. And we see Tunjung killing it off easily. That's a good serve. Keeps it
17,
close to the net.
18.
And we have a 1-point game. 4 points in a row from Tunjung once more. And she's pulled herself right back in it.
All.
Well, no one would have seen this coming when Bansod was 14-7 up. It's just landed out. You can see the fist
Service
bump
over.
from
19.
Bansod.
18.
As she knew she had her opponent there for the longest time. Again, lovely deception. Good change of direction. He appreciates it.
19 all.
It's the slight tilt of the racket from Tunjung there. Changes direction beautifully. And Bansod is nowhere to be found. 19 all. Good recovery. And how about that? Tunjung fights her way back and has
20.
game point.
Game point 19.
Did really well to get to the net and keep the shuttle in play. And the follow-up shot, a high quality winner from Tunjung. We've been waiting for this moment for some time now, and it's finally
20.
arrived.
Game
Tunjung
point 19.
on game point 2019. Missed it.
Service over. 20 all.
Overhit that shuttle, looking for the cross-court smash. 20 all.
Service over. 21-20.
Just out of reach for Bansod on that occasion. It's another game point opportunity. Again, it lands
Service
out,
over.
so 2 game points have come and gone.
21 all.
Tunjung still not finding the kind of consistency she would like. Yeah.
Service over. 22-21.
Well, it's the fact that she can control the points and turn up with winners like that at one stage and then goes completely off the boil at another. That's what's been the story of this match so far. Consistency is missing. She let it go and it's landed in. Misjudgment from Tunjung.
22 all.
She's had 3 opportunities that she's missed out on. Yeah. In fact, it was perfectly placed by Bansod. Catches the line. It's called in.
23,
And Bansod has her
22.
first game point opportunity here.
Service over. 23 all.
She's got to calm down. Had a chance there, an opening. It's come and gone, 23 all. It's wide. And it's another game point
Service
opportunity
over.
for Bansod.
24-23.
Nice injection of pace. Bansod reading her well, but just makes a mistake at the net.
24 all.
Catches the tape and the shuttle, unfortunately, lands on her end. It was the right idea from Bansod to play the net shot. Tunjung struggling to make it there, but was gifted a chance. 24 all.
Thank you, line judge. Thank you.
Taping on her knee. Just
all.
feels like she's not 100%. She's worked very hard to come back into this game. It's charging forward, Bansod goes for the kill shot.
25-24.
It's a third game point opportunity for the Indian. And on the error at the net is Malvika Bansod,
First game
who takes
won
the
by
opening game.
Malvika Bansod,
25-23.
26-24.
Sorry, 26-24. It was a third game point opportunity that she had to convert, and it was Tunjung who makes the mistake. It took them 25 minutes to get there, but in the end it's Bansod who has the advantage.
Poin per poin aja. Agak delay dikit nggak apa-apa selama nggak apa-apa selama belum wasit. Nggak apa-apa jangan. Banyak istirahat, oke nggak apa-apa. Oke. Pinter-pinter ya. Pinter-pinter ininya apa? Jangan rutin aja. Akalin aja. Gunain surf. Oke. Ya, latih terus ya.
Nanti kalau lagi seandainya dia nggak tahu ya di sini dia berani atau nggak, cuma kalau dia tarik-tarik
Iya. Kalau bikin lari, jangan diadu, tarik-tarik batasin panjang. Gak apa-apa, main setengah ke belakang gak apa-apa. Kalau dia gantung keluar sintu.
Got 2, 20 seconds. Got 2, 20 seconds.
Well, she'll have to start again now. Gregoria Mariska Tunjung, who did extremely well to find her way back in that opening game, but will be ruining the game point
Second
opportunities she had that
Love
she
all.
couldn't convert. Instead, it was Bansod who came away
Play.
with the game in hand in the end, 26-24. Now it's a must-win for Tunjung.
1 love.
Straight down the
It's
line,
over.
winner.
1 all.
Keeps it simple, but effective.
Two, 1. Service over. 2 all.
Really nicely returned. Finds that opposite corner. Well executed.
Three, 2.
Yeah, she's got the back line.
4,
And we saw in the opening game that Bansod, in these early stages, just kept pace with her opponent, anticipated her opponent well, and let Tunjung make the mistakes. And that proved to be a big boost to her game and her play going through that opening game. And it's similar now. Oh.
It's over.
She missed it. It was a really tight net exchange, and then going for the cross net. It's tough for Bansod to execute. We see
So
those
it's over.
mistakes once more
5,
coming into
3.
Tunjung's game. Just a lapse in focus. Bansod is able to capitalize.
6, 3.
中国香港的李静熙9球，对阵来自印度尼西亚的乐阳维格加加。
Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsay Yao from China versus Gregoria Mariska Tunjung,
That pushes it too far.
Indonesia.
7, 3.
单智慧中国双手裁判
We haven't seen, again, those long exchanges
Play, China.
that is typical of women's singles, these opening stages of the second game. It's been pretty short and fast.
8,
Bansod
3.
is taking a more aggressive stance to open up that gap as Tunjung kind of goes through this lull. I think Tunjung anticipated that kill in the previous shot, but Bansod decided to play an extra shot there. That was perfectly placed for Bansod to kill it off. And again, just finding
10,
those spaces on the
3.
court a little too easily. Previous game has taken the wind out of her lungs a little bit. And it is Malvika Bansod who has a big lead at the mid-game break. 11-3. Remember, she's already taken the opening game and now has an 8-point advantage. Tunjung is struggling to move.
Kayaknya salah cara mainnya.
Meeting dulu saja. Kondisi memang gitu ya kita
20
nanti bisa hadapi.
Hot
Ya.
2.
Oke ya.
20 seconds.
Maybe that opening game just was too much for Tunjung.
Thank you, Lanjut.
25 minutes it lasted, and
11,
she really
3.
had to fight her way
Play.
back into that opening game, and then lost opportunities longer than she anticipated. Bansod has just
12,
kept her
3.
concentration. She's not allowed Tunjung any kind of space to come back, make her move. That time it's landed in.
Service over. 4, 12.
Ends an 8-point run from Bansod. lot of those 8 points were due to the errors of Tunjung. Called out.
5-12.
Get behind Tunjung there. She's not walking particularly comfortably.
5-12.
Yeah, one long. That's back-to-back
7,
errors for Bansod.
12.
It's very similar to how the first game was being played. Excellent drop shot.
Service
Going
over.
cross court with the winner.
13-7.
Tunjung was way out of position. Credit to Bansod for making it work in her favor. Saw a lovely little opening in the front court there.
Seven.
The errors again. Back in Tunjung's game. Coach Hurley is constantly telling her to sort of, you know, the gestures at least seem to be like
16
to stay calm. But I think it's just she's these huge ups and downs in her game, Tunjung at the moment. Landed on the line.
It's over. 8-16. Quick tower.
Zapped Tunjung. Looking at her posture.
9-16.
She's not really been aggressive in the second game. Haven't seen too many of those kind of shots where she suddenly injects pace and changes the shape of the rally. Masterfully done, the drop shot from Tunjung there. Pushing. Bansod. Try and get to the net.
Service over. 17.
Flying with a
10.
nice net shot of her own. It's 17-10. How about that?
18-10.
dictating terms once more. Bansod 3 points away from a big win here, an upset of mammoth proportions. That's on the line.
Service over. 11-18.
Hold out.
12-18.
It's been a strange game, this. Don't want to take anything away from Bansod's potential victory, but
13-18.
I just feel that Tunjung is nowhere near her best version. That's a much better rally.
Service
Bansod
over.
taking charge.
19-13.
Again, aiming for the body of Tunjung there. No choice but to get out of the way. It's the change
It's
of
over.
direction from Tunjung.
14-19.
Tilt of the racket. Lovely placement. That's the
Up the
quality
copies.
that she brings.
Stay on top.
But just haven't seen enough of it. 19-14. She's 2 points away from a place in the second round. And you think about the fact that she's only had 4 wins in the first round this year. Malvika Bansod has put on a pretty good show of herself. What is her first ever China Open?
14-19.
Yeah.
15-19.
Now it's 5 of the last 6 points have gone Tunjung's way. Can she turn this around like she did in the opening game? Oh, lovely net shot. That's sensational from Bansod. Just the amount of court she had to cover in that point.
20 match
Tunjung
point,
gave it her all,
15.
but it is Bansod who comes out on top. Has 5 match point opportunities here, Bansod.
Service over. 16-20.
High serve. Goes for the lift. Smart from Tunjung.
17.
It's 2 match points
20.
saved. Again, forcing Bansod to play the back line. That time she tried to drive the shuttle. 3 match points saved. Another high serve. It's out. She'll challenge
Malvika
it,
Bansod challenges.
but it's
Call.
pretty sure the line judge
Out.
got it right. Well, what a story that will be if she is able to save another match point here. It's a big moment for Bansod. Yep, it's out. It did look out. So 4 match points have come and gone.
One challenge remaining.
She was 20-15 up and now has that last match point left.
19-20.
Can Tunjung save another?
Play.
She gets it on the 5th and final match point. What a win for Malvika Bansod as Tunjung drives the backhand into the net. She has got the win and taken out the number 5 seed. Malvika Bansod
Match won by
in a
Malvika
topsy-turvy
Bansod,
game.
26-24, 21-19.
26-24, 21-19. I mean, this match was all kinds of drama. Took turns in moments from each player. Bansod, who looked all but through at 20-15, had to wait till the final match point opportunity to secure victory and a place in the second round. We wait for the scores. It is the end of Gregoria Mariska Tunjung's journey here at the China Open as Malvika Bansod secures a 26-24, 21-19 victory. You're watching live coverage of the Victor China Open 2024. It's day 2 of the Super 1000 event, and here on court 2 we're 3 matches down. We've got 5 more matches to come. And we turn our attention to men's singles next. Yushi Tanaka of Japan taking on a former world champion in Lo Kin Yu of Singapore. That's what's coming up here on court 2. Look at the men's singles draw, and this is the third quarter. The winner of this time